Hello, Calculus 1 students for fall 2014. My name is Robert DiGiovanni. I'm the instructor for the class. And the purpose of this video here is to just go through some of the administrative parts of this course so that we don't have to commit too much time during class to do so. So what I want to do is first show you how to get to our Canvas web page, which is where I will communicate with you. So if you're not familiar with this, here's what you do. You go to Northwest Vista's main website. You click Log into ACES. You type in your username and password, which I'm assuming you already know. If for some reason you don't know some of this information, you can go here to get it. Click Login. You see some tabs across the top here. You want to go to My Courses, and then make sure you're looking at the fall 2014 semester. Go ahead and find your class. These are the classes I'm teaching this semester. You're one of two Cal 1 classes I have. The other one is an internet course, but yours is face-to-face. So we're going to go ahead and click on your course. And this will be the first page that you see. There it is. This is our main page for the course. Now yours looks a little different because you'll be looking at it as a student. I will switch to student view in a second, but I first wanted to show you a couple of things that are important here in Canvas. The first one is you should probably set up your Canvas if you haven't already done so. Here's where you can go in. You can edit your personal information, your profile and stuff. But most importantly, all of the communication we do through this class has to be through Canvas. But if I do something, I send something out to you, and you want to know about it through your Yahoo account or your Hotmail account, you can add email addresses. And you can also add cell phone numbers if you'd like, so that you can get notifications. So to do that, you add your email addresses here, you add any cell phone there. Once you've added those, then you can go click on this notifications tab, and you can choose how you want to be alerted, both at your alamo.edu address and the address you added. And you can add more than one email address, but for example, let's say the instructor, myself, adds a file to the class, then you might want to know right away, and so you'll get an email through to that email address as soon as I post that. Or you might want to say, okay, send me a daily summary at the end of the day. So that's just for you to get information. Just keep in mind that the settings that you apply here will apply to all of your courses. So this is a global setting for Canvas. Unfortunately, you can't do it course by course. All right, after you've set up your Canvas settings, then I want to show you where you would go if I sent you an email, or if another instructor from another class sent you an email, or if you want to send me or another instructor an email, here's where you go. So you click on Inbox, and usually it takes a little bit to load. This is pretty normal for it to take this long. All right, there we go. So on the left-hand side, you'll see your emails. If it's an email you have not read, then it'll have a blue dot next to it like that. If you come in here and click it, then it should go away. There we go. You actually click on the email, then it'll bring up the email over here. And then the next thing that you would want to be interested in would be how to write an email. So you click on this right here, and you select which class. So let's see, we are in Math 2413, Section 12. And then you click over here. Again, there's a little bit of a delay here. See if there it goes. So I will choose who I'm going to send my email to. And let's say you were wanting to send an email to me. You click Teachers. You'll see my name there, Robert DiGiovanni. And then you type in whatever the subject is. Make sure you click this box, and then type in whatever the rest of it is. You can have an attachment, or you could even add a webcam video if you'd like. Then you send it, and I'll get that. That's the official way to send me an email in this course. Do not send it from your Hotmail or your Yahoo account, because it'll probably get spammed out, and I will never see it. So that's our official way of communicating. That's it for the first part of this. I just want to show you these two things in Canvas. Now let's actually look at our specific course. So if you hover over your courses, you should see your Cal 1 class there. And it'll take you back to that screen that we were at when I said this is our main screen. And I'm going to go ahead and real quick switch over to a student view so you can kind of see what it looks like for you. So what you're going to have here is, of course, the main page, right? We have links to the administrative parts of this course. Then on the left-hand side, I have a bunch of tabs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these. First of all, the orientation video, there's no link because I'm making the video right now, so I haven't put it out there yet. But when you come in, this is where it'll be. So you can go back and watch it if you'd like. If you forget something I said, you can always go back and refer to it. Now, the syllabus. I'm going to open this up. This is my contract with you, the things that you should expect from the course, the things that I expect of you. So it's Calculus 1 course. It's a 4-hour credit. We meet end of August through about mid-December. We will meet on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 o'clock to 2:40. We'll be meeting in LOH, that's LIBO call, room 235. And if you have some trouble finding that, just go to Northwest Vista's main website and just search maps or something like that, and you should be able to figure out where that is. Contact information. This is the math department. This is where you can find administrators for the math department. And then my office is actually in Juniper Hall, which is a different building than when our classroom than where our classroom is. I'm in room 1110. Now, to actually get to this office, you actually have to go to room 111A, walk through the door, and then go find this office. Here's my email address, but like I said, you will not be emailing me directly like this. You'll be using that Canvas thing that I showed you a little while ago. And what else? I also have my cell phone number here if you need to get in touch with me. Feel free to call me or just send me a text. Just remember that if you do text me, include your name, what class you are in, and how I can help you, okay? Now, I'm also available in my office to help you if you have any questions on anything. These are my office hours. You're free to walk in. I should be there. But just remember, sometimes things happen. I have to sub someone's class, or, you know, life happens. Sometimes can't be there. So these are the times that I will be tentatively in my office unless something critical comes up. All right, so Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'll be in my office. Monday and Wednesday, immediately after our class, which ends at 2:40, I will go to my office and I'll be there for a little over an hour. So if you'd like, you can follow me from our classroom over to my office and we can sit and talk about, you know, problems or whatever it is that you're having. On Tuesday, Thursday, I'm also in my office from 1 to 2:45 and also in the morning from 9 to 11. And then on Friday, we have all sorts of meetings and departmental things going on, but I can usually make an appointment if you'd like to meet with me on Friday. All right, so the book for this class is Essential Calculus, Early Transcendentals. It's the second edition of this book. Here's the ISBN. You will need that book pretty quickly, so don't waste any time getting those materials. I'll be giving you homework assignments out of that book pretty much from day one. What you will also need for the class, a tablet or a laptop or a tablet. This is optional material, but I encourage you, if you have something like a laptop or tablet, to bring it to class, because I will have all your lecture notes for the class provided, and the things I'll be presenting in, I'll be projecting the notes through a projector in the classroom, and I don't expect that you sit there and write everything down. So if you want, you can actually get the electronic copy of the notes and have it in class while you're sitting there watching me on your own laptop or tablet. I'll show you where you can find the files that you can save to your tablet or whatever in a little while. Graphing calculator is optional. You do need a scientific calculator for the class. I have no restrictions on what calculator you can use, but on all tests and quizzes, you must show your work. So you can't use a TI-89 to do all your work for you if you're familiar with that calculator. You can use it to check, but you can't use it to do the work. So just keep that in mind. This is a description of the course, the things that we're going to cover. You should have passed pre-cal to be in the class. Here are our core objectives, outcomes. I'll let you read through those. Here's our the way the grades are going to work in the class. So standard grading scale, and here's the way it's going to be broken up. We're going to have a bunch of quizzes throughout the semester. Those quizzes will come in the form of either, like, you know, you sit there and take a quiz by yourself, or I might do a group quiz, or I might give you a take-home quiz. It'll just depend, but I would expect something every day because I don't want you to be caught off guard. Sometimes I'll because you have homework assignments every night, I'm not going to check those, but I might do a homework check where I walk around and see who's doing their homework and give you a quiz grade based on what you have. So make sure that you are keeping up with your homework and bringing it to class. Also, we'll have 3 exams and a final exam. All of those are worth 20%. So that's where you get your full 100% of your grade from, and that's the breakdown. So course policies. So attendance, make sure you're coming to class. As you'll see, I say it down here, but I record my lectures and I post them on YouTube, but that doesn't mean you can't come to class, or you don't have to come to class. You still have to be there. If you exceed 4 absences, then I may drop you or fail you in the class, and so you don't want to get to that point. 4 absences is usually more than enough to cover things that might happen to people in a normal semester. Couple of you get sick or maybe a flat tire, whatever it is. 4 absences is what we give you. If you do stop attending the class, make sure you drop the class on your own. Do not assume I will drop you. What to expect. So like I said, I will be using technology. I'll be recording all my lectures and putting them on YouTube. Everything that I do will be digital, and so I will also provide the notes that I write on our projector will be provided to you also. I'll talk about this more on the first day of class. Here's a sample of one of my recorded lectures, but I'll let you watch that on your own. Now, electronic devices. I've said you can have a laptop or tablet in class, but when it comes to having things like that, or even your cell phone, any electronic device that is used to do anything non-related to Calculus 1 will result in 10% penalty on your next exam. So if you're sitting there texting, or I walk by, I see you're like updating your Facebook status or something like that, that's a 10% penalty on your next exam. You'll be asked to leave, and absence will be recorded. So that's a big deal. I don't want to have to make an example out of anyone, but I won't hesitate to do so because I want everyone paying attention and not being distracted. Sleeping or being disruptive, same thing, 10% penalty on your next exam. If you're caught cheating, you can be given a failing grade in the class. Just keep that in mind, even if it's something as little as just a little quiz in class or something. If you cheat on that, if I see you doing something you're not supposed to be doing, then you can fail the entire course just for that little quiz grade that you were dishonest about. So there is tutoring available in room JH316. It's a walk-in tutoring lab. You can go to that website to get more information about their hours. The rest of this is stuff that I'll let you read through on your own. It's not really pertaining to our class specifically. It's more general college stuff. Here's our schedule. So let me just talk a little bit about what's going to happen. We're going to start the course out. We're going to go through section 1.1, then 1.2. Then we have a holiday. Monday is a holiday. Then we come back Wednesday. We go 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. Then we have an exam. Then we keep working through. We get through chapter 2. We have our second exam. And then get through chapter 3 here. We do have another holiday on Wednesday, October 29th. That's a faculty development day. And then we work through, finish up chapter 3, get through chapter 4. Most of chapter 4, we do our third exam. Then we do a little end of chapter 4 and beginning of chapter 5. And then after that, we have finals week. We do not have class on Monday, but on Wednesday we have our final. Notice it will take place from 12:30 to 3:15. All right, it's a long period of time, 2 hours, 45 minutes, and it starts before our normal class time. Normally we meet at 1, but for the final we're there at 12:30. Again, some institutional things here. Won't get into all that. And that's the syllabus. All right, so now the schedule. All this is if you click that, it's going to download the schedule to your computer, and it's just something you can print out. Notice that it has the holidays, the exam dates. It also has tentative problems. Okay, these are things that problems that we suggest when we start the semester. We have this goal these are the problems we want to do, but sometimes we just don't cover enough material for us to be able to do all the homework. So this is tentative. I'll kind of tell you at the end of every class whether or not you should do all of these or maybe omit a few or something, but this is at least to give us some framework to work from. All right, now here's where things start to get a little bit tricky. We have two types of videos in this class, all right? We have what are called course videos and then class lecture videos. The course videos are a set of videos that I've made that are designed to introduce you to the topics that we'll be covering. So, for example, going back to our calendar, the first day we are supposed to cover 1.1 functions, and then 1.2 is on Wednesday. So, of course, on Monday, I wouldn't expect that you would have done anything because it's first day of class. But on Wednesday, since we're going to cover 1.2, I will expect that you had gone to our course videos, that you had gone to Chapter 1, Section 2, and that you had opened up this video and that you had watched it. Now, the audio on those videos is kind of bad, but I can't do much about it now. You'll notice this is a 15-minute video. It just introduces you to the topics and basic ideas. And this is pretty much for every section that we're going to cover, there's a video. And you're free to look at these ahead of time or whatever. So those are the course videos. Main thing, just remember, try and watch them before you come to class. Then we have what are called the class lecture videos. Now, if you click there, there's nothing in here. This playlist is empty because I haven't made any. But let me show you an example of what these course videos would look like. So let me show you. Here we go. Here's some class videos. That's pretty slow. So what the class videos are is when we actually meet and we have class, I will be projecting things on the board and I will be talking and I will also be writing and it'll be projected. You're about to see that here. Just a second. Here we go. So I'm writing, I'm talking, it's recording, and I'm working through examples. So this is the actual class video that we'll be creating as the semester goes on. So that's why that playlist was empty, is because there's nothing there yet. We haven't had class. But the idea is that everything I do in class is recorded, and you'll be able to go back and watch it whenever you want. So a good way to review. All right, and then everything I write, well, let me click on Files. Click here. I'm going to have a couple of things here for you. We're going to have our formulas. So if you click on that, you can download this. These are the formulas that I will allow you to use on tests. Okay, now you may not be able to use all these formulas on the first test. It'll just depend, but I would just print these out and have them, then I'll tell you which ones you can use and which ones you can't on the test. But you will have to provide those yourself, so print them off. There's that schedule, and then right here you have what are called the course notes. So the course notes, everything I'm going to do in class is going to follow a set of notes. I said you could download these and put them on your computer. Here they are. This is the entire set of notes for Chapter 1. This is everything I'm going to cover in class. And there's all sorts of things in here. And there's examples, and when I put here examples, I'll work through those on the digital board. You'll see. Just be patient. But you can take those and print those out if you'd like. And then at some point in time, I don't have it ready yet, but at some point in time I will put the class notes in here also. So everything I write down will appear here at some point. So just hang tight with that. All right, so that's this main page. Now let's just talk about the last parts of this course, or this Canvas shell. The discussions, there's a discussion board here if you want to go in here and talk. I need to get rid of those. Those are some old discussions. But this is where you go if you would like to get some help, talk to classmates, ask questions. This is a good place to go. But this is really a place where I would say you go to get help from each other and talk to each other, maybe coordinate study groups, things like that. If you want help from me, please feel free to go here, but the quickest way to get in touch with me is to call me, text me, or send me an email. All right, your grades as the semester progresses, I'll be posting your grades. You click there, it'll show your grades. We'll have a bunch of quizzes, and then we'll have exams. So that's where your grades will be. And then people, that's a way, if you click on that, that's a way you can find some of your classmates and maybe, send them an email or something if you've been talking with them and you want to, like I said, get together and study or something. That's one way you can contact people. And then files, I've already shown you files. That's where I'm going to keep everything. So make sure that you check on this. Usually if I post something new here, I'll send an email to everyone, let them know. So, all right, well, that's pretty much it. That's just to get us acquainted with our course on the first day. I won't go through the syllabus. I'll just jump right in. So hopefully you found this video useful. And if you have any questions, just let me know.